Hi, and thank you for joining my channel, Inspired by Cyndi. Coming up next, I've got a 30-minute express class. We're going to cover the core, we're going to cover your back, a bit of hips, a bit of this, a bit of that. So I suggest you grab your mat, roll it out, and I'll see you on the floor. Okay, we're going to start off on the ground today. So slowly peel down, sit down, and we're going to go straight into core work. So we're just going to place our hands this time just on our ankles. So ankles, not shins. And I want you to tuck your chin in and peel back. So really feel that tight stretch, opening the shoulder blades, lengthening the neck by tucking it in. And then as you release that stretch, I want you to stack up and sway the lower back. So I want you to curl down vertebrae by vertebrae, tuck in that chin, open up the shoulder blades, and then stack it up. And we're just going to do that one more time. Let's really exaggerate it. So curl, tuck it in, nice big curvature of the spine, tuck that chin in, open up the shoulder blades, holding onto the ankles for a bit of support. And then when we come up, the chin comes up, the head comes up, we squeeze the shoulder blades, and we have a really slight sway in the lower back. Now I'm going to place my hands on my shins, so halfway. And I'm going to do that C curvature again, but I'm going to pull all the way back. So we get a little bit more distance. It's not as tight. And stack the spine up, and we're just going to do that one more time. Roll it down. Open up the shoulder blades, tuck that chin in, and then peel it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Now, while your spine is stacked up, wiggle so you get nice and comfortable. I want you to release your hands out to the front. And then we're going to peel down only halfway. So nice C curvature, peel it vertebrae by vertebrae. Only halfway, so your shoulder blades do not hit the ground. Hold it there. Place your hands under the legs and pull yourself up and stack up. So hands out in front, looking at the horizon. We slowly peel down bone by bone, only halfway, basically till your fingertips come to your knees. Place your hands underneath your legs and come up and restack. One more time. Hands out in front. Collapse bone by bone. Fingertips to the knees. Hold it there. Place the hands under the legs. And then slowly peel up and stack the spine. This time I'd like you to peel all the way down. So hands out in front. And then peel down vertebrae by vertebrae, really nice big C curvature. I really want that articulation of the spine. And we lower it down, shoulders down, hands by your side. Okay. From here, I want you to bring both knees into the chest and hands on the shins. So you have a choice here. You can peel up your shoulders or you can keep them down on the ground. We're going to do 10 with a 5, like after we do 5, there'll be a break. So peel your shoulders off the ground, if you can. Point your toes, bring your knees in. We want 5 double leg extensions, so we bring the hands out, point the toes, and bring it back in. I only want 5. We ready to go? 5 slow ones. 1, 2. Now draw that belly button towards the spine. I want the full stretch of the toes and the fingers. 3. I think that's 4. 1 more. And 5. I want you to hold that, but what I want you to do is bring those legs to a tabletop. And this is your break. Hands underneath the legs as we slowly peel up and go into a balance. That's it. Good job. Up we come. Perfect. Hold it there and then release the hands and then slowly peel down. Here we go again. Tuck the knees in. We've got 5 double leg extensions. Let's go. 1, 2. So I want you to point more. 3. I want you to reach further. 4. And I want you to engage that core more. That's 5. Bring the knees in. Bring the feet to tabletop. Hands underneath the legs and slowly peel yourself up. So that's your break. Release the hands and peel it down. So we only do 1 in between each set. Bring one knee in and extend the other. So we're up to single knee stretch. We really want to open up the hips, so really pull that knee towards that shoulder. And then I want you to switch. Now, if your neck gets sore, place one hand behind your head. If it still gets sore, place your shoulders on the ground. But I really want that pull. I really want you to tug it in. Let's go. 2 more. Last one. And hold it there. So we only do 5. Bring your feet into tabletop. Hands underneath the legs and slowly peel up. So we do this in between every 5. So we come up in that seated position. The only difference now is we tap one toe down and bring it up. We tap one toe and bring it up. So we're stacking the spine. The shoulder blades are like really squeezed together, like I've got a pencil in between my shoulder blades and I don't want it to drop. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Here we go again. Hands out in front and slowly peel down bone by bone, really slowly. Pull one leg in, the other one's extended. We've got another 5 of these to go. Let's go. 5, 4, bring it in. 3, draw that belly button in, really engage that core. 4 and 5, legs back into tabletop, hands underneath the legs, slowly peel up. Now you're working on your balance each time we do this, and I want you to tap each toe down separately. So 1, that's it, 2. Now as you do this, you want to be looking ahead, so looking at the horizon. Squeeze those shoulder blades back, so great for posture. You're working you're working on your balance as you're adding movement, so it's not easy. Just 2 more of these. And we're on to the 3rd exercise. Hold that tabletop, and the most important thing here is to peel down, like feel that vertebrae peel down bone by bone. That's what I'm after. 3rd exercise. Bring one knee in, one extended, and hands behind your head. So this time we're going to do opposite elbow to opposite knee. I need you to twist, and I need you to twist as you bring that knee into the chest, as you point and extend. Let's go for 5. 1, 2, twist more. 3, engage that core. 4, get your shoulders up. And 5, hold it here. Bring it back to the center. Bring your knees into tabletop. Hands behind the legs and peel it up. It's not easy. Okay, so you're really working on your balance here. This time, I want you to tap both toes down and lift. Okay, so tap and lift. Chin up, shoulder blades back. Really work on that balance. Extend the spine, really lengthen it. Let's go for 2 more. 1 and 2. Hold that leg up, release your hands and peel down. Don't drop your shoulder blades, hands behind your head, and resume opposite arm to opposite leg. Let's go for 5. I want the twist to be bigger. I want the point to be more. I want you to lengthen further. 2 more. 1 and 2. Legs back into tabletop. Hands underneath the legs. Slowly peel up. Find your middle mass and hold it there. Let's tap the toes down. Double tap. Just for 5. 1. Bring it up. 2. 3. 4, 5. Hold it, release the hands, and control that peel down, bone by bone. Exercise 4. Extend one leg to the ceiling and the other one hits the wall. So it's like a big letter L. Pick your shoulders up and let's go. Let's switch. Feel the stretch and switch. Pull it in and switch. Lengthen the legs and switch. Feel that stretch of the back of the legs. Pull it in. We're only doing 5. We've got 2 more to go. 1 and 2. Listen to the change. Both legs up, legs into tabletop. Okay, we can do this. We're going to try to peel up without our hands behind our legs. So we're going to peel up vertebrae by vertebrae, work on the balance. You can do this. Yes, yes, yes. Stack the spine, chin up and reach forward. That's excellent. That was so good. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3. Now peel down without using your hands. Extend one leg up and the other one out in front. That's it. Good job. And now let's switch. We only got 5 to go. Let's go. 5. Pull it in. That's 4. That's 3. That's 2. And that's 1. Let's do that again. Legs up, bend the knees. Hands out in front. Peel up, peel up, peel up, peel up, and hold. Hold it for 5. Hold it for 4. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2, and then bring it down. This is the last exercise. Drop your shoulders down, hands underneath your bottom, and I want your legs extended. So I really want you to draw that belly towards the spine and lengthen those feet. Point those toes. Now the little bit of support in your lower back, as you lower both your legs down, hold, and then pull it back up. So feel that like power in your core that stops you from swinging. So we lower it down, we put the brakes on, and then we lift. We put the brakes on. So we lower it down nice and slowly, hinge it down, and then hinge it up. That's 3. Let's hinge it down. We're only doing 5 of these. Break, and then we do it again. And hinge it up. Last one, last one, last one. Let's hinge it down. Hinge it up. Tabletop with the legs. Hands by your side, and let's peel up. Peel up the shoulders. Like someone's pulling you from your hands as they help you stack up. Hold it for 5. Woo. Hold it for 4. Push those shoulder blades back. 3, listen to the change. 2, and now tap the legs. Tap one toe down. Tap the other. Tap it down. Tap the other. Just give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Bring the knees in and slowly peel it down. Hands underneath your bottom. Extend your legs up to the ceiling. Let's lower it down for 5. Let's go. Lower, hold. Use your core to bring you up. That's 1. Lower, hold. Then bring it up. 3 more. Lower and hold. And bring it up. Lower and hold. This is the last one. Let's make it a big one. Lower and hold. And bring it up. This time, bend the legs into tabletop. Hands by your side. Last one. Peel up from your shoulder blades. Use your core. Use your strength. Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Stack it up into tabletop. Excellent. Pick up the feet, reach it forward, bring the knees in. Pick your feet up, bring your knees in, reach it forward, stack the spine. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3, hold it for 2, and peel it down. Bring both knees in and rock it side to side. Good job. Okay, here we go. Both legs up to the ceiling, please. And then as you come down, I want you to open up the knees so it looks like a diamond. So you've got a diamond shape here. As you do that diamond shape, I want you to place your feet on the floor and let your knees fall out. That's it. So the soles of your feet are together, your knees are fallen out, and your hands are by your side. Your neck is long, and you're drawing that belly towards the mat, okay? So as you squeeze the soles of your feet together, your hips will come off the ground. And as your hips come up the ground, you start firing up your glutes, and you get that inner thigh stretch. So pick up your hips, squeeze the soles of your feet together, and hold it. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3, hold it for 2, and then bring it down. So it's like a bridge, but you're in a diamond position. This time, take both hands up to the ceiling. Let's really test your balance here. Hands to the ceiling, squeeze the palms together, so palm to palm in a prayer position. Now squeeze the soles of your feet together as you peel up. Let your knees fall out, squeeze your glutes, engage your core, reach up to the ceiling. So you peel your shoulders off the mat. Work on your balance. Squeeze the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall out. Just let them fall out. Don't resist it. Pick up your hips, reach up to the ceiling with your fingertips. Open up the knees, squeeze the soles of your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift, hold, reach, hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3, do not come down, hold it for 2, open up the hands, lower the hands down first, and then slowly peel it down vertebrae by vertebrae. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Peel it up. So you might want to bring your feet in a little bit closer to your body. Let your knees just fall out. Just relax. Draw the belly in, lengthen the neck. Now squeeze the soles of your feet together as you lift. Pick your hands up to the ceiling. This time I want your palms apart as you pick up your hips and open your knees. While you're holding that position, make sure the soles of your feet are squished together like you've got a lemon in between your feet and you want to squeeze it dry. Pick up your hips, please. Now we're going to add some arms. Someone add scissor arms to this. So one hand over and one by your hip. So one overhead and one by your hip. Let's go for 5. Work on your shoulder rotation. Pick up your hips. Let your knees fall out. Squeeze your glutes. Let's go for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands up to the ceiling. I want you to reach. I want you to squeeze. Squeeze your glutes. Let your knees fall out. Squeeze the soles of your feet together. This is great. There should be no lower back pain. There should be no knee pain. I want you to lift and I want you to squeeze. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3, hold it for 2, and slowly peel it down. Close your knees, hands by your side. So you got your feet on the ground, and now I want you to slowly peel your shoulders off the mat. I want you to extend your hands out in front, please. And I just want you to reach. So dig your lower back into the ground as you reach forward. From here, I want you to start bouncing your hands. Like you've got a basketball under each palm and you're bouncing. So you're moving from your shoulders. Can we come up a little bit more as we pulse? Can we come up a little bit more as we pulse? Can we come up a little bit more? That's it. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, let's go. 7, push it. 6, you've got this. 5, reach further. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it and slowly peel it down. Great job. Okay, extend one leg up to the ceiling. So we're pointing, nice, like one long pointy pencil. Hands by your side, and all I want you to do is to give me some circles in the ceiling. As you do the circles, you want to work from your hip. The leg that's on the floor does not move. Everything else stays rock solid. Only that leg is moving, and it's only moving from your hip. Let's go in the opposite direction. I want perfect circles. Maybe the size of a medium-sized beach ball or a basketball. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to hold it there. The foot that's on the ground, bring it a little bit closer to your bottom. I need that leg up nice and straight. Now, with all your strength, you're going to squeeze your glutes and you're going to lift your hips off the ground in a bridge position. So we're going to overload the leg that's on the ground. You're going to point that leg that's facing up to the ceiling, anchor your shoulders, and I want you to hold. I want you to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Listen, can you give me some pulses? So just give me 5 pulses. Really feel the firing up in the glutes. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower it down, bend the knee. Let's go over to the other side. So extend the leg and start creating those circles in the ceiling. So this is great for the hips. I know we've got a big day of majority of the time sitting down, so we really need to work on the rotation. Our hips can move 360, but I don't think we do it majority of the time. So just give me 5 more. 4, 3, point harder, 2, 1. Let's go in the opposite direction. Really control those circles. Make a conscious effort to move from your hip sockets. It's the biggest socket in the body. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it up there. Get ready for it. Position yourself. Draw that belly in as you slowly lift up to the ceiling. Peel your hips off the ground. That leg that's on the ground is overloaded. You're loading it up. Your hips are square, your shoulders are anchored. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Now start to pulse. Tiny pulses. Let's go for 5 more. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peel it down, bend the legs, bring both knees in and rock it side to side. Good job. Place both feet on the ground and let's do the standard bridges. So hand by your side, I want you to peel it up. And as you peel up, I want every bone to hit the mat before you peel up. And I want every bone to hit the mat before you peel down. So we're only going to do 5 of these. Now these are great if you've got knee problems and lower back problems, because it should not put any strain on either of those. So you really want to use your glutes and your hamstrings to bring you up, and then peel it down bone by bone. Just give me 2 more, please. So let's peel up, get that bridge going, make sure you can still see your knees, come down, and this is the last one. Peel it up, and then peel it down. Bring your knees in, please, and start rolling like a ball. So we're just going to roll, give your back a massage. And then when you're ready, just cross your legs over and sit up. Excellent. All right. So hands behind your head. And this is great. And if you're sitting at the desk, this is probably one of the better exercises. So open it up so your chest is nice and open. Interlace your fingers so it's netted behind your back of the neck or the crown of your head. So now I want you to curl it forward, tuck that chin in, And let both elbows touch each other as you slightly pull on your head. Now, trust me, your head is not going to fall off, so give it a really nice stretch. And then open it up, opening up the chest. Just give me 2 more. So today while you're in the office and you get those, the tension in the shoulders and in the back, give this a go. Pull the neck forward, give that cervical a really nice stretch, and then open it up, restacking the spine and opening up the elbows. 1 more time, curl it in like a shell as you curve the spine, and then open it up, restacking and looking up to the horizon. Okay, release the hands, tuck the legs in, and come onto all fours, please. We're almost there. Open up the hands, so open up the fingers, bring your knees in just underneath your belly button, so it's nice and close. I want you to pick up the left hand, thumb facing the ceiling, and bring it to your shoulders. So your shoulder is now coming up to your ears. So it's almost like you're wearing your shoulders as earrings, and then bring it down. Pick up the right hand, bring the shoulder up to the ears. Really reach it forward, open up the fingers, thumb facing the ceiling, pick up the belly and push away from the ground. And then bring it down. Left hand again, let's bring it up. Now let's focus on reaching forward, then picking up the shoulder, then pushing away from the ground, and then picking up the belly. Lengthen the neck, and then bring it down. This is the last one, so lift it and hold it. Now we know what position we need to be in. I really need you to pick up the shoulders. As you pick up the shoulders, you tend to sway, so I need you to pick up your belly. Now I want you to pick up the left leg with that right hand, and I want you to hold it there. Distribute your weight, find your middle mass. If there's too much weight on the wrist, shift your weight back. If there's too much weight on the back, shift it forward. But I want you to pick up that hand, shoulders to ear, pick up the feet. Now, when you're in that perfect position, I want you to reach forward, and I want you to feel like someone's pulling you from your hand and someone's pulling you from your toes. So feel the pull, feel the reach, pick up the belly, push away from the ground, lengthen the neck, bring your shoulders to your ears. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3, 2, 1, then lower it down. Let's do the left side. Pick up the hands first, bring it to the ear. Open up the fingers, push away from the ground. When you're stable, lift the right leg up, opposite arm, opposite to leg. Someone's pulling you from your fingers, someone's pulling you from your toes. Push away from the ground, lengthen the neck, pick up the shoulders, pick up the belly, push away from the ground, lift your legs, pull, lengthen, reach. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3, 2, 1, and then bring it down. Then go into a shell and pull it back. Now while you're doing that shell, curl your toes under, please. And really pull away so you're getting that really nice stretch in the toes. So really lengthen to the point where your knees are almost coming off the ground. Now slowly, I want you to walk your hands towards your knees. And then I want you to sit up, like perch up, and walk your hands onto your knees. So let's work on your balance. Knees are in front, stack the spine so your knees are away from your chest. Chin up, looking at the horizon, hands by your side, and I want you to come up on your tippy toes. Come up as high as you can on your tippies. So basically your heels are where your bottom is, and your bottom is where your heels are. Hold that for 5, hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen to the change. I want you to come up about 5 centimeters. I want you to peel away 5 centimeters if you can. I want you to hold it for 5. I want you to hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Hands on the mat. Drop your knees and hold it there. We're going to hold it for a little bit longer. So peel your knees off the ground. So your chest is literally on your knees. We're going to walk it And we're going to peel our knees and our thighs away from our chest. Hands by your side. Come up on your tippy toes as high as you can. You need to be focused. You need to work on your balance. And the only way this is going to work, if you draw that belly button in and you grow tall. Work on the balance. Now I want you to come up a fraction. 5 centimeters is good. I want you to hold it for 5, 4, 3, listen, 2, 1, and then come up all the way. Drop the heels and shake it out. Okay, take that deep breath in, please. Reaching up to the ceiling, palm to palm. And then I just want you to dive over to one side. Bit of lateral flexion. And then come back to the center. Dive, reaching up. And then dive over to the other side. Reach over, come down, come down, come down. Then come back to the center. This time, take your hands behind, interlace your fingers, we're almost done. Looking up to the horizon, squeeze your shoulder blades, and I just want you to hinge forward. This is a really nice stretch of the back of the legs. Pull your hands away from your body and lengthen your neck and your head. So someone's pulling you from your knuckles and someone else is pulling you from your head. Lengthen the back. I want you to pick up the belly so it's like a perfect number 7. Lengthen it. Feel the pull in the back of the leg. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Do not come up. Place your hands on your knees and then slowly curl up. Roll those shoulders back. Shake it out. Namaste. Have a great day.
Thank you for joining me today. I hope you got something out of the class. I would really appreciate if you took the time to write a small comment, some feedback. There's no need to subscribe, but just remember, the greater the reach, the more I can give back. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time.